Look at the set, overall an easy set, except one very important checkpoint. What is given? The following graph shows the cumulative distance, important term. That means it is being added every time, covered by the Howrah Mill and the Rajdhani in hourly interval, beginning with the first term. First of all, I'll understand the concept of this, meaning of this term, cumulative distance. Like at 3 o'clock, what is the distance covered? 120. At 4 o'clock, what is the distance covered? 160. So 3 to 4, this time span, what is the distance covered? 40. It's not at 3 o'clock it covered 120 and at 4 o'clock it covered one more 160. No. From the starting point at 3 o'clock is 120 away. From the starting point at 4 o'clock is 160 away. That means 3 to 4 it has covered 40. Similarly, 4 to 5, same logic, it has covered another 40. Or 5 to 6, on the other hand, it has covered 20. So this is the first part we need to understand. These values are not absolute values. These are cumulative values. So every hour's distance, if you want to, for covered up distance, if you want to find out, you have to find out the final distance minus the initial distance of that particular hour. Second thing, if I randomly ask a student at what time Howrah Mill started or what time Rajdhani started, they will reply me 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. respectively, which is also wrong. If this train started at 11 a.m., it cannot cover 25 at 11 a.m. All of these are beginning with the first hour. That means 11 a.m. already 1 hour happened. 1 p.m. already 1 hour happened. At 11 a.m. it has covered 25. And it is in beginning with first hour. And every hourly distance is given. That means Howrah Mill started at 10 a.m. And 10 to 11 it has covered this 25. And Rajdhani started at 12 noon. 12 noon. And in this 1 hour, it has covered 50. That's how to read the data. Now let us look at the problems. Two trains cross each other at 6 p.m. So total distance traveled by individual trains till 6 p.m. If I add them, that will be the total distance. So at 6 p.m. because they are moving from trains move towards each other. So at 6 p.m. how much it has covered? 190. At 6 p.m. how much this train has covered? 220. So total distance would be their sum, that is 410. Option C. Next. Average speed of Rajdhani at the given time period approximately. In the given time period, Rajdhani has covered 290. And the time period is of how many? It started at 12, ended at 9. So it has covered 290 in 9 hours. So total list average speed will be very close to 30. Very close to 30. 32.2. Nearest option 32. Average speed of Howrah Mill after it crossed Rajdhani at 6 p.m. Howrah Mill at 6 p.m. 220. At 7 p.m. 250. So in this 1 hour, we have data. We don't have data beyond 7 p.m. So in this 1 hour, it has covered 30. So average speed is also 30. Option D. Reference to question 6, Rajdhani continues at the average speed during its final hour mentioned in the graph. What will be the best time it will reach the station which Howrah Mill started? So first of all, at 9 p.m. it has covered 290. The reference is question 6, where we have calculated total distance to be 410. 290 covered. How much left? 120 left. And it is going to cover at the speed of the final hour. At the speed of the final hour, which is this speed of the final hour. Speed of the final hour is obviously 50. Obviously 50. 240, 290, 1 hour. So at the rate of 50 to cover 120, how long will it take? It will take 2.4 hours. 2.4 hours means 2 hours, 24 minutes. Be very careful. 0.4 hours does not mean 40 minutes. 2 hours, 24 minutes. Last reference time we had is 9 p.m. Another 2 hours, 24 minutes. That means it will reach its destination at 11:24 p.m. Option C. Between 12 noon and 3 p.m. Howrah Mill, whenever it traveled, it has done so at a speed of 40 kilometers. How long? It has stopped. 12 to 3. 12 to 3. At 12, distance traveled 60. At 3, 120. So total distance traveled 60. At the rate of 40, time taken will be 1.5 hours. Total duration 3 hours. So 1.5 hour it has traveled. That means 1.5 hour it was stopped. So for 90 minutes it was stopped.